Greetings, y'all. It's your Knock Peter Mata, and welcome back to another Golf Stories podcast. I'm, of course, joined here by PJ Torcati, Derell Hatton. Derell, episode 18. What's up, dude?
What's up? We are, again, 18. We keep going. It's always, we figure out a way. It's nicer on the weeks that I'm home, so obviously it's easier to plan, and you being very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Flexible?
Catering. Yeah. Very flexible and caters to my schedule. It's been great, so we get it done.
Yeah, perfect number 18 holes in the golf round. We all know it. 18 majors. So it's a precious number that we're at now. Did you get any golf in this past week? Any golf or caddying, anything like that?
So I played on Monday, played at Course Old Domani. They used to have the first tee. It was part of the rotation.
Okay.
Played there. I'm actually playing pretty decent. The funny thing is a couple weeks ago when I did the member guest at Cypress Point, I actually pulled a groin, and I've never done that before. So I can walk, but a little bit of my golf swing, it affects a little bit. So I've been on the days I can play. It's been great because I haven't been. So the only thing what I'm saying is I haven't been able to practice as much as I want to, not because I don't want to. It's because like physically I've never had a situation like this before. So that's been the hardest part. And I'm actually hitting the irons like really well right now. So that's what's driving me nuts.
Don't look at your swing though, but it's producing results.
No, I'm hitting the irons really, really well right now. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, if it's anything like it was when we played with each other, I'm sure
I still hated a lot of it. So right now, I will say like the past week, again, before we move on, like the past week, I've been hitting it. I've hit this is the best I feel like I've ever hit my irons.
Yes.
So that says a lot, not only strike, but direction, like basically where I'm looking. So I'm trying to ride that heater. I don't know if I told you, there's two people that I'm thinking about doing the USGA 4-ball qualifier in the fall. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward towards. It's just now figuring out which two of those people that I'm gonna partner up with.
All right, yeah, man.
So that's my big event that I'm working towards. So at least finally there's something to work towards right now.
Yeah, exactly. Your game's not just out in the wilderness somewhere.
Yeah,
you're really trying to focus it in. That's good.
Yeah. How about you? I know you got something coming up. So
yeah, man.
Talk to me.
It's there is a lot of coming up. Actually, for those who don't know, I actually just started a job, and there's actually some tournaments that they want me to play. Some business development. Talk to people and actually play some scrambles and try to win. So I got that, and then of course this coming Monday we got the qualifier for the Louisiana Amateur.
Love it.
Yeah, so my game has been a little rough the past couple weeks, but I did play today, a little 9-hole after work, and I think it was a step in the right direction. One thing with me is I'm not a particularly big guy on the range rat type of player. Yeah, I like getting out there and kind of shake the rust off, I guess, on the course and kind of drop a few golf balls here and there. And today, we just talked about this off camera, but I was a single, but then paired up with a guy, and this guy, he said he was 70, but he didn't look a day over 50. But anyway, he's a solid golfer, and he just challenged me. He's like, hey, do you want to play a little match play? Really nothing on the line but pride, but you want to play? And so I said yeah, and that kind of helped me focus in my game and my competitive juices. So I think it's headed in the right direction. So I'm looking forward to this qualifier and all these little tournaments coming up. Big summer on the hand here.
Yeah, I love it. Like summer is really like young right now in a sense. Well, it's not even really summer yet, but a lot to look forward to moving forward in these next couple weeks and months, and all that jazz.
School's out for summer. I mean, like when you're out of school, it feels like such a blur. Let me tell you.
No, I love it. I do not miss school at all.
I don't either.
People, it's amazing. People like say they miss school, and I'm like, I have zero of that. Like I did not like studying for finals. Did not like being up late, all nighters. Did not like papers. Did not like. So I'm I'm very happy where I'm at right now.
Yeah, for every rager and cool hang, there was like just a stressful final or presentation.
Yeah,
So I mean,
and I don't know how legit it is or not. Like I wasn't very good at taking tests. I don't know if that's just not me being prepared,
you're
but
not alone.
I did every assignment they ask of me. I do all of that stuff, and when it comes to the tests, I just again. So I'm glad that part of my life is over for
Yeah.
right now.
So we can
I'm
move on
sure
to
it is gonna be over, but you never know how life is weird sometimes.
Can move on to the golf stuff for sure.
Yeah.
And the summer is early. We were just talking about this. Daylight is longer, so we can get in. We can get 18 hole rounds after work for me. I mean, 4:30. You know, so
you can tee off at. So funny. Like 3 weeks ago, I teed off at 5:00 and got an 18.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was two of us, and we weren't really like trying to play fast, but we're efficient. So it was nice.
It was a breeze. Yeah. So I really love those. Other than the heat, I love that time is extended for us golfers. You know.
Yeah.
For that, I hope that law does pass with the daylight savings thing.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, so that'd be great. But anyway, did you get to see any of the Wells Fargo? I got the 17th hole behind.
I did. I watched Sunday's round. I watched Thursday's round, and then didn't really just basically watch highlights Friday, Saturday. Great golf course, great tournament. Mm-hmm. Again, Wells Fargo treats not only the players well, but the caddies well. So it's always good to see the showing there. It obviously, talking with a couple guys that I know, like it was a tough caddying week. You earned, they say you earned every dollar you caddied for last week.
Yeah.
As because the rain, and I mean it was low scoring too. Like what did he win? Was it
8 under? I think Max Homa was our winner, by the way. Second Wells Fargo.
Yeah, so it definitely was a tough golf course. Ball striking obviously was a premium, and again, I've been lucky to have been there before, and so not only was it rainy, but it's also a tough walk. That place is not easy to walk. So rain, not easy to walk, and all that stuff. So I definitely watched Sunday, and it was exciting.
Yeah, you definitely. I would definitely agree that just watching it was a grind out there, and that you definitely earned your pay, whether you're a player, a caddy, or even just working the tournament period. It was cold, it was wet, but Max Homa, like I said, handled business. Anything particular from him that caught your eye? I mean, he made that clutch birdie on, what was that, 16 or something like that, to kind of extend his lead and just put it away.
I think he was just very consistent with the ball. I think it became to be a ball striking golf course because pars were actually good this week. So if you were putting for birdies, and if you're basically putting a lot for birdie, you gave yourself a chance to at least be close. And so I think that's what he did. But the thing is it was the premium was driving this week. So because the rough was up, and when it's wet, everything plays longer. You can't, because of that, even if you're in the rough, you can't have a shot at the green. So obviously Max is known as a very elite ball striker, and I think that's what helped him for that victory this week.
Yeah, I mean he's been winning on these tough golf courses. He won
the tough golf courses, ball striker golf courses,
grinder type of player. Man, there was a couple guys who were up there for a while. I mean, obviously Jason Day for the first couple of days.
Yeah,
shooting a 79 on that Saturday. Gosh, Jason Day's been playing really good this year, and
it's easy to do with that place. Like I said, like a little bit, big numbers looming.
Keegan Bradley, another one who had the 54 hole lead.
Yeah,
he hung tough, but just couldn't get it quite done. Your boy Rory was he was trying. He's not notorious. He's not usually known for his grinding ability, but I would say the weekend he really did grind it out well to get it.
Because the first 2 days didn't really look that promising.
Yeah, he had to make a putt there. I would pretty sure just to make the cut.
Yeah,
but he got it done, and got a top 5 finish. I want to say. Cameron Young, another dude that just keeps putting his head up there. I think that's his 3rd runner-up this year. So those who have your Cameron Young stock, I would say hold, because it's coming soon. That first W for sure. And Matthew Fitzpatrick, who's another guy who's probably one of the better players who hasn't won on the PGA Tour. guy who's got 6 DP World Tour wins and is a U.S. Amateur winner. So, all three, those two and Keegan all finished second. Anything else that caught your eyes from the contenders?
I mean, my ex boss just grinding away at it. Top 10, just what he does. Again, just him, that place. It ultimately, I think it doesn't suit his game from what he brings to the table, but it suits his game in a sense of he knows how to game plan properly and he can great short game. So anytime he's in trouble, he can get up and down, and when he has opportunities, he normally takes advantage of those. So again, even though it doesn't favor the elite ball strike, or it favors the elite ball striker, it can also favor a guy that knows how to plot it around and take advantage when opportunity presents itself.
Old Mackenzie Hughes.
So that was cool to see.
He knows how to grind it for sure, and it was a grindy week.
Yep. And then naturally, again, depending on how you look at it or not, like most guys with the weather, and that's a couple strokes if you don't mentally attack it right. So I think if you mentally attack it right and know, like, hey, it's going to be hard, I'm going to still try my hardest and just grind it out, and we'll add the scores after. I think that's already an advantage. That's basically a 15th club for you.
Indeed. Yeah. I mean, it's cool to see, events like this or tournaments like this where it does get a little hard and challenging. Where par is protected and birdies are hard to come by. It really shows you, a different skill set that different PGA Tour players have. So I like seeing that. Did you catch anything, from old Sergio there? I don't know.
I did
talk about that.
You know what? Like me being neutral, I'm just curious on how the whole thing's going to shape up. And let's June 1st. Let's almost can't come any sooner just to kind of see what this talk is about and how it's going to react. And I think, I don't know if you caught it, but I thought I seen a little, where they denied all the releases, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I just seen that literally coming home, and so we'll kind of see how that all comes about. And again, it's not going to change my life personally. I'm just going to go about my business as normal. So, but it's cool to see that golf is having this type of drama. Yeah, because this isn't happening in NFL or NBA, this super league, or so we'll just see how they handle everything and who goes and what and whatever.
Yeah, the whole repercussions of it.
I don't even know anything about it. I know just as much as the average person. So we'll see how it shakes up.
Yeah, as far as the Sergio situation, he did catch a tough break with the time. I thought that was kind of ridiculous, but for him to, do kind of the typical Sergio thing and kind of mouth off that, maybe keep your mouth shut on that one. There's no need to go too much.
And so, like I said, we'll see how it all shapes up and shakes out. So again, that's me being just a fan in general. I'm just curious more than anything.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I mean, I'm just curious. It's something new. It's something to be talked about, regardless of all the, that comes with it. It's just curious to see what's going to happen. And it's coming very soon. And there's a lot of players. We just talked about Robert Garrigus a few weeks ago being the first to kind of get his name out there. But there's plenty of other players that are really starting to shake out their names, especially Phil Mickelson's back in the news cycle and back looking to play. So it's going to be an interesting few weeks coming.
Is he official playing next week, or it's still in the air that he's just committed, but doesn't mean he's playing?
Well, I actually just saw that today, or like literally an hour ago. I was saying it was saying Tiger is in the final list, and I also read the article that Phil's in the final list. So unless they withdraw, I guess week of, I guess
which is possible.
Yeah, I think he's going to play. I think it's going to be the first word from his mouth since January during the PGA week, in my opinion. So
all right.
I'd say stay tuned. Yeah. So that was pretty much the week for the Wells Fargo Championship. Congrats again to Max Homa. So we move on now from 117th hole at TPC Potomac to another 17th hole at TPC Craig Ranch in Dallas for the AT&T Byron Nelson Classic. Is it Byron Nelson Classic or just Byron? I think it's just Byron Nelson now.
I think it's
Anyway,
Byron Nelson.
yeah. Anywho, it's Byron Nelson week. Derell, what can you tell me about TPC Craig Ranch? The second year they're doing it. It's a pretty long course from what I understand. Tom Weiskopf design.
Yeah, so it's a pretty long golf course for the most part. It was wet last year, but it's pretty wide. Yeah, so it's again. This week is a birdie fest week, ball striker week. I haven't looked at the weather. Obviously, if it stays soft, even more premium to that ball striker because he's going to have, a lot more birdie putts than the guy that isn't a ball striker. So it's, even though it plays long, it's fairly wide and fairly friendly. And again, most guys going into this week look at it as a birdie fest. So it's I don't know what won it specifically, but I think, again, it'll be in the 20s again.
I want to say 25 under.
Yeah, so same thing. It'll be in the 20s, so a whole lot different than last week. So you gotta, bring some heat this week, which it is what it is.
Yeah, I think the weather is going to be. I want to say it's going to be like mid 80s and hot.
Yeah, so
perfect scoring weather.
Yeah, I think even if it wasn't, just because of the course and how it is, I don't know anything if the rough is up or not, but based on what I know in the past, it's going to be scoreable. And the crazy part is a lot of guys have played here because they've hosted like Q schools. And so it's not also, it's a new golf course right now for the tour stop, but in relation, it's not new for guys that, older caddies have caddied there. So it's not like it's a open, fresh, new spot.
Yeah. I think they had the tour championship for the Corn Ferry.
Yeah.
08
yeah. You're right.
12. Yeah. So, I mean, it looks wide open. It looks lengthy. It looks girthy, I guess you would say. So I definitely would say my picks are going to be guys who have a little extra juice in the tank. My boy Sam Burns almost won this last year, coming on hot. But KH Lee, Big Sexy, got the W last year. His first one. I think I want to say so. Sung Kang won there and a couple years back. So
Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity and Sangmoon Bae won back in 2013, 14-ish. So Koreans typically do well here for whatever reason.
Whatever reason is a lot of them live in Dallas.
Okay. Well, there he is.
I think actually, but I think Sung Kang lives in Dallas. KH, I do not think lives in Dallas. I think he lives in Orlando.
Okay.
And Sangmoon Bae, I think he's a Vegas guy. So. But
okay.
But regardless, there's a good presence of Koreans in Dallas.
Okay, well, I didn't know that, so there you go. That's probably why the good vibes. Yeah. You know about me, I love my good vibes as far as picks. I guess we'll just jump right into it, huh?
Let's jump right into it.
Just do it. I'll go ahead and go. My dark horse pick isn't a Korean, but he does, like I said, have good vibes here. He finished third here last year. I've got Mr. Scott Stallings, I believe is 150 to 1. Yeah, 150 to 1, according to those CBS odds down below. Interesting about his career is that, he's gotten this, fit craze over the past few years. But, when he won in the early 2010s is when he was kind of a bigger, bulkier dude. But, it's just interesting because he looks like a guy that you don't want to mess around with in the gym. I mean, he throws around weight here and there, but I think he has a solid game and we all know he can get it done. 3 PGA Tour wins is definitely validation that you belong.
Right.
And, he's got a solid game. He's got that stinger. I don't think he'll need it here, but and he's got plenty of length. So I don't know. Good vibes. Scott Stallings. That's my dark horse pick.
Okay. I'm going to go with a guy that's 100 to 1, and I'm just going to ride his wave that he's been on this. He played well, I believe, the first 2 rounds of that event last year. I'm going to go with JJ Spawn.
Oh.
So I'm just going to go with this heater and just, again, he's a ball striker, going to have a lot of putts at birdie. I just definitely feeling, I think the floodgates of that win is help catapult him to open more and more trophies moving forward.
For sure.
That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. Go ahead, Filipino as well.
Yeah,
We love that.
yeah. So
Yeah, no, he's back in Texas as well.
yeah,
After winning the Valero a few weeks back, I like the pick 100 to 1. And to win in such a grindy way at Valero, where you're making a bunch of under the heat and you're making those putts you need to make, those 6-footers that you need to make to win a tournament, put it away. So I like it, coming with a lot of confidence. As far as my contender pick, I'm going to a guy who is trending very well. He's got the length, like we just talked about. I almost went with him at the Mexico Open, but I'm going to go with him this week. I'm going to go Cameron Champ.
okay,
Champ. Yeah.
love that.
Went to Texas A&M, which is obviously, in Texas, not too far away. Yeah, he's got the length. He's starting to play good. He had that wrist injury apparently early in the year. That's why he was struggling, for those who didn't know. But yeah, tied 10th in the Masters, tied 6th in the Mexico Open. Yeah, just coming in with a lot of confidence, I think. And this is a type of place where he can just let it rip.
Ball striker, and gonna have a lot of birdie putts.
Yeah, and a ping guy. I see you got the ping hats.
Always.
Yeah, so shout out to Adam.
for sure, Adam.
Yeah, so that's my guy, Cameron Champ, for this week.
I'm gonna go back a little bit into the well a little bit. I'm gonna go for my contender. He's 40 to 1 as well, and I'm gonna go with Jason Day.
Yeah,
I think he's just trending, and again, a guy that is gonna have a lot of birdie putts and putts it amazing. One of the I've been lucky to be in some of his groups, and he rolls it when he's on. He's tough to beat with a putter, and so he's getting the swing down with Chris Como. It's been taking a while, but he's feeling really, really good. Again, obviously he struggled on the weekend last week, but I think he just comes back this week with some fire and gets after it.
Yeah, and Chris Como is in Dallas, so maybe, I don't know, good vibes.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a tune-up and get him going and be there every day if anything needs to, happen in that coaching or swing, whatever.
Yeah, just someone just to talk to, since last week I don't think technically there was anything wrong, just tough day.
Yeah, just a comfort. Yeah, it's good to be nearby and just have that comfort.
Yeah, and we were just talking about this out there about the mallet putters. I'll say Jason Day was one of the guys who made putting with a mallet putter look just natural and
without a doubt, and make everything.
Yeah. So we were talking about last week. I think it was I saw stats. It's 76% of the field is using a mallet putter nowadays, which is just ridiculous to think. I mean, us watching Tiger using that blade so long, or Phil Mickelson putting with the blade. You're just I got to putt with a blade.
That's what you do.
Yeah. So, but I got a mallet now. I know, Derell, you got your Scotty still, but you've been tempted.
I started really the putter that I've had for a couple of years. Like I said, I was telling you off before this, is I had a 2-ball for 3-4 years, and I love that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was just an opportunity. I remember there was just an opportunity that I remember one of the guys sold me his putter for a Scotty for 100. And so that basically started the Scotty trend, and just kind of haven't left since. So
you got to it, and got to for $100 for sure.
For $100 at the time. So that's kind of how I started the Scotty. And believe it or not, the putter that I currently putt with, I bought it for $50. So from a buddy. And so I got it redone, refinished, and it's been good ever since. So it's still there.
Yeah, it's your baby. It's custom. It's nice. Folks.
Oh, it's like I said, it's I've tried to replace it, trust me. Yeah. And it hasn't worked.
It's the one club in Daryl's bag where, if he lost it, he loses his shit.
I would go nuts.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because, I was saying my best putting has been with a mallet putter when I was growing up. I just the ego or whatever it is, but now I'm back with a mallet putter. So yeah, it's just an
for me. And the crazy part for me, it's a zero ego thing. I just have a lot of history with mine and make a lot of putts. If you were to tell me I'm going to have a better career with a mallet, I'll jump with a mallet in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I know Rory has actually mentioned some comments like that, where it's just for me, the ego thing, where it's just you've known it's just you feel like you're such a good player. You feel like you should be able to putt with a blade, but
Right.
whatever works at the end of the day, whatever gets the ball in the hole. But anyway, yeah, Jason Day. I'm glad he's in our bucket. I was eyeing him too, so I'm glad he's in our bucket, and hopefully he can get that win and revitalize career. I really think he can get to Greg Norman's tally of wins at the very least, and he's halfway there essentially. So anyway, we'll get to our winner picks.
Get to that winner. Let's see it. See what you got for us,
Derell. I'm just gonna do it. We haven't gone to him, but he's been so hot this year and the past few weeks. But I guess once I say his name, it's gonna burn out. I'm gonna say Scotty Scheffler. I'm gonna go there. He's the favorite this week. He's 900 to 1 or 9 to 1. Yeah, he's a Dallas native. So he's been winning all the tournaments you would want to win. Win at your home in Texas, win at the Masters. Get your first at Phoenix. Win a hard one at Arnold Palmer, who is of course legend of the game. So why not just add another home event to him?
Again, let's just put it this way: like we need to break our streak, and I have no issue with you doing what you had to do. I actually love that pick.
Yeah, we'll put it in our bucket at least. I'll pick someone else so we have another chance.
I actually love that pick. It's hard to bet against him. I mean, at the Zurich a couple of weeks ago, might as well bet him. And
he's still on a heater. He's better than 50% right now. I think it's 4 out of 7. So
it's no brainer.
It's silly right now. So
I don't blame you. I like it. And again, all the best. I hope he does get it done so we break this streak or whatever we are struggling with.
Yeah, whatever curse we have on us,
So, I mean, for my winner on my end, I'm going to go with 1801. I'm going with Dustin Johnson. Okay. Long bomber. It's going to have a lot of putts at birdie. If it somehow, I haven't looked at the weather report. It's probably going to be nice. So even if it was wet, it's still coming to him. So definitely love Dustin Johnson. And again, he normally figures out a way to shine every year. So I think it's about that time for him to really shine and get a W.
Get warmed up. Yeah.
Yeah. Get warmed up. Get right. Trending as the summer. Like this summer, these next couple of weeks is really good, go season, right? It's PGA and US Open and British. It's your trip's coming up soon. Yeah. So it's like it's coming.
Yeah. It's coming fast. I love the DJ pick. He just got married, so maybe that's, I don't know. I hope that's a plus for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's had some time off. He's had some fun. I think he's ready to get back into it. So
yeah, and he was trending well before that. So
he was trending very well. So it's hard to pick against the guy. He's been just so consistent over I don't even know how long. Like, so it's just hard to bet against him. And so I'm gonna ride him.
Yeah, I like it. Go DJ. That's my DJ. I'm glad he's in our bucket as well. Those are some great names. I mean, come on. I mean, those are some awesome names we have in our bucket. I don't know what else we can do. Let's get it before, a little warm up for the PGA.
Yeah. Let's do
it. So we can break that schneid before going to that second major. But yeah, those are our picks. Good picks, good event coming up. I like this little stadium thing they got going on.
Yeah, no, I do too.
Whole really cool amphitheater. I like the course. It's really pretty to look at, and it's got some challenging and different looking holes, lots of character, as one would say. But yeah, Derell, any fun stories about the Byron Nelson or Dallas?
I mean, this year was tough for me to miss. They currently tonight they had a caddy dinner, appreciation dinner at the Cowboy Stadium.
Oh,
and so me and my love affair for football. That just devastates me.
Damn.
And so you get to not only do you get to have the caddy dinner there, you get a tour and all that stuff. So I've been seeing on social media a couple of my caddy friends putting on Dallas Cowboy helmets.
Oh, goodness.
So again, for me, that's my type of Disneyland.
Yeah.
So like it hits me more, but again, just goes to show like Dallas is just an exciting city. So tough for me to miss this week, but I'll be watching from in California.
Mm-hmm.
And so just enjoying it there. And so we'll see how this week goes. But
That's a first time thing they did that with the cowboy stuff?
yeah, I haven't heard anything that they did it last year. So it was, like I said, that's the tough part, but it is what it is. Like more opportunities, and obviously some caddy or somebody got a hookup with them to make that happen. So it's good to see. So hopefully moving forward, it's a yearly thing.
Yeah, more power to them. And hopefully you can go back there next year and get that experience. Jerry's World. I've never been inside the stadium, but been outside, and it's a sight to see.
Yeah.
Dallas
and next year, if they have it, I'll be wearing my Niners gear in there too. So.
I don't know if you'll make it back to Cali with that, but yeah, I mean, you got to support it. I mean, I would wear my Saints gear if I could, and support that. So.
Hey, we had a little homecoming with the Saints.
Yeah.
With a little signing over there.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
So,
but yeah, no, Dallas is a cool town. I'm actually one of the tournaments that my company's got me going to Dallas in the next couple weeks. So
do we know what course we're going to, or
Indian Creek, I think is the name.
Okay.
I looked it up. It looks pretty nice. So if anyone from there is listening to this, shout out to y'all. No, I've got some family in Dallas, and it's a cool town. I like it.
No, I like Dallas a lot too.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't really got anything else, Dale. Anything else?
That's all I got, really. So
yeah.
I mean, like I said, let's enjoy this week. And again, it's just to get us prepared for the PGA. The PGA is going to be exciting, and who knows in this next week what's going to happen with LIV or whatever you want to call it. So we'll just kind of sit back and watch everything go.
Yeah, let it unfold. And yes, that second major's coming upon us. I love that it's actually
Glory's second shot.
And I love that they moved the Byron Nelson to that part of the schedule. I like that came back south, and that it's kind of in the same region. And then the Colonial's right after. So it makes it easy for the guys to travel, and hopefully that makes better
Even
play.
The truck guys, it's a 4-hour drive, Adam told me today.
Yeah. So I mean that's just a simple back and forth,
Yeah.
Might as well just leave your things in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah, that's the Byron Nelson. That was some of the review from TPC Potomac and Wells Fargo. Happy, fun stuff. You know what to do, audience. Like, subscribe, comment below. If you like some of the merch, look at that. I got a little coffee mug now.
Oh, love it.
And of course the shirt. You got to support. But anyway, do what y'all need to do, audience. We appreciate you listening. Your words mean something to us.